Today we're gonna build some little fence peekers. You know, honestly, I can't take credit for these. I drove by a house and saw them on somebody's fence, and I thought I'm gonna make some of those. So actually, I can take credit. I drew each one of these. They're my own designs. They're kind of almost the same as the ones I saw. So yeah, we're just gonna build. Basically, what we're gonna do is the head and hands is gonna be one piece on each of these guys. These are going to be for Thanksgiving, obviously. So cut that shape out on each one. And then there's going to be a back piece that goes behind the fence. So on the turkey, it's going to be his tail feathers, pilgrim. There's just going to be kind of this shoulder piece, and the same with the Indian, just a shoulder piece there. There's going to be kind of 3 layers to each of these guys. So looking at it from the side, I don't know how well you can see my thing here, but the back piece, so say on the turkey, the tail piece will be that one, and then we'll have a spacer that will be the width, maybe slightly wider than the fence rail, and then the head piece will go on the front of that. So you'll have this gap in the middle right here, and it should slide over the top of the fence. Yet I'm kind of going to just guess on the best size for these guys and see what works. So I just kind of estimated the part that's going to go back behind the fence for the turkey to be, I don't know, about 8 inches. We have an 8-inch line. This area is going to go back behind the fence, so then we want the tail feathers to come up here to get kind of the rounded. See, I'm going to use chalk line, and I'm not going to use it the way it's supposed to be used. I just want that hole there to put my pencil in, and then hold the chalk right about what would be the center. After that, we end up with a piece that's going to be 21 inches wide. So from there, I'm going to sketch out his tail feathers. These don't have to be perfect. These little bumped areas are where we're going to cut with our jigsaw. The rest of the lines we'll paint in later when this is all cut out. That's roughly the back part for the turkey. So I did some measuring and decided, probably for mine, this might be a little small, but we'll see. Mine are going to be 21 inches wide on that back part, and from the bottom of the back hooky part to the top, 18 inches. So I went ahead and measured on my board. I have a line for where the top of the fence would be on each one, and then so I'm going to go and cut each one of these sections out. Now that we have these painted, we just got to put a spacer between here and their back part so they'll fit over the fence. There's the pilgrim.
Take her easy there, pilgrim.
The Indian. So the trick now is just going to be finding the right thickness for the spacer and where to put it. So I'm going to turn the head over and just put some wood glue on a block. These are 3.5-inch blocks. And then I'm just kind of estimating the size because of what it's going to go over. The cedar slats that are on the fence. Theoretically, you just need to make this as wide as that. However, in real life, each one of the fence pieces are a little crooked or bowed, so you're going to want this space in between to be a little thicker, and this might be a little too thick, but I think that'll help me just make sure I get it over the fence. And then as far as placement on the back of the head, it's kind of just estimating where and as straight as you need it to be, because that line across there is kind of where I estimate the fence coming up to. So after this piece glues on there good, I can either glue it to that one or screw it. I don't know if it really matters one way or another. So I'll glue or screw it on that line right there like that. Alright, so I got the glue on there. I'm just going to position it and kind of eyeball. Alright, same thing for my pilgrim. Put a little bit of wood glue on the back there and just put the block probably as low down as I can, because the fence should come roughly middle way between his fingers. The bottom of this block is where the top of the fence is. I also don't want it to show below his chin here, so just gonna kind of estimate, get it in the center there, glue that down. So when I glue him on, I'm actually gonna glue him pretty high on there. I kind of figured this line right here is where the fence would go, so there's a lot that's gonna slip down behind the fence. So the fence comes here, the middle of his fingers needs to be about here, and that way it's just a little bit of shoulders poking up back there. So same thing with the Indian, just try to get this line level with the middle of his fingers. And once more, we're just gonna put some glue on that block and then put his head right about there so that the fence is gonna be about this height of the backboard. So we want the middle of his fingers right about on that line right there.
Well, good luck, Pilgrim.
Save money, learn stuff, do it yourself.
Pilgrim! Hey, Pilgrim! Pilgrim.